For many people, the best time to visit Ethiopia is during the dry season. It becomes suitable for visitors to rush out from the bad winter weather of their country and to catch the most beautiful season of Ethiopia's tourism attraction and diverse festivities. The city of Bahar Dar in Amhara region, which is the hub of tourist attractions, is one among the sites tourists can stay longer.
They don't want to stay in their home. They want to come to Ethiopia. They want to come to a different part of the world rather than their country. So this season makes a huge impact. Let's say a person who lives in England, it's a rain season there. So he wants to come to Ethiopia and discover what is going on in Ethiopia and what kind of sermons are available in Ethiopia.
In January, the flow of tourists goes higher in Bahar Dar. Paul is coming from United Kingdom to visit the city. He wondered his appearance in January in the beautiful city of Bahar Dar.
This is my second visit to Bahar Dar. It is a very beautiful and very friendly environment, settled on the edge of the lake, which is just an amazing location. The bird life, the people and the food are all good. January in particular, because in England the weather is very, very cold, but to come here the climate is fantastic, and it has also coincided with the celebration of Epiphany, and to see these celebrations are just a wonderful experience.
Also, a tourist can be fascinated in each month of every year in the city. What gives most impressive taste in January is the accompaniment of tourist attractions by festivities, celebrations and events.
When we see January in nature, it's a peak season. But when we add those holidays which are found in January, it will make it very peak. So nowadays, the season is becoming very high. Even tourists are coming from different parts of the world to celebrate the Christmas in Ethiopia, basically around Amhara region, Bahar Dar and Gondar. So there was a lot of tourists who enjoyed the Epiphany activity in Bahar Dar.
Starting from last year, Bahar Dar City Administration Culture and Tourism Office has titled the month as Terembe Bahar Dar, which means spending January in Bahar Dar. It targets to make the time more flamboyant.
Terembe Bahar Dar ብለን ይህን ዝግጅት እንድንጀምር ያደረገን የቱሪስቱን የቆይታ ጊዜ
To make the stay of tourists longer in Bahar Dar, we have a program called Spending January in Bahar Dar. When we think of it wider, it is to keep tourists who come here for Ethiopian New Year the finding of True Cross and Mary Zion celebrations by creating situations which initiate tourists to stay for about 6 months and more. In narrow sense, tourists who came to attend Ethiopian Christmas and Epiphany are invited to join other celebrations in Bahar Dar rather than going back. In order to keep the stay of tourists longer in the city, additional events are being implemented from time to time. This in turn attracts more tourists both from outside and inside the country. Music concert, both competition and show exhibition, and cultural fashion show are included in the program. In addition, there will be public run, which is prepared as part of Nile Marathon that will be held in the coming years by the side of River Nile. The city is historical. Running track will be constructed by the side of historical River Nile. It will help participants to see the attractions around.
እዚህ አካባቢ ያሉ መስህቦችን ሁሉ ማየት እንችላለን።
ምን ጨምራቸው ፕሮግራሞች አሉ ዘንድሮ ይዘናቸው ያላሳካናቸው.
There were some programs we didn't achieve this year and they will be added next year. There will be cultural exhibition. We will do throughout a year to achieve it. It will include music concert. Not only foreign tourists but also native ones are considered. Bahar Dar is over 500 kilometers far from Addis Ababa. Unless people receive some motivation, they will not come here. Therefore, we are mainly working towards events which help someone to ignore kilometers.
ያን ኪሎሜትር የሚያስረሳ ዝግጅቶችን ማዘጋጀት ነው በዋነኝነት እየሰራን ያለነው.
The city has also growing facilities for tourists who came to visit Bahar Dar. Investors and others can be benefited from working on the sector, for there are gaps on which opportunities can be born for them.
Comparing to the last 5 years, the city is making a huge difference. The last 5 years was not too much hotels like now. But when we see the facilities, there is a lot to add.
The celebration of two grand holidays named the Ethiopian Epiphany and Christmas, along with the fantastic weather in Ethiopia in contrast to the inconvenient weather in Europe and America, makes tourists flow in Ethiopia higher, particularly in January. One best alternative city for tourists' destiny is Bahar Dar, the city with diverse historical, natural and man-made attractions accompanied with public festivities. During this time, so many tourists basically from abroad come to Bahar Dar. Almost all of them use hotels, and now these hotels have done their preparation to welcome their guests.
Hotel 24 ሰዓት 7 ቀን አንድ ዓመት በሙሉ ዝግጁ ሆኖ የትኛውንም እንግዶች ሲመጡ አገልግሎት ለመስጠት ተዘጋጅቶ የሚያገለግል ድርጅት ነው።
A hotel is an organization which is ready at every time in order to serve its customers. As a result, we are ready throughout the year, and in the months like January, when the weather is inconvenient in Western countries, many tourists come to us. We prepare our service to fit the service type they want to have, even though we are always standby. We serve them with Ethiopian culture and our unique coffee ceremony. As a result, we make ourselves ready far better than before at this specific time.
ሞር ከሌላው ጊዜ በተለየ ዝግጁ እንሆናለን።
አስቀድሞ ሪዘርቭ ያደረገው ከብዙ ሀገራት የሚመጡ እንግዶች ነበሩ።
Taking the experience of serving tourists that has been reserved before, we are waiting the high tourist flow with enough preparation. As tourists who came to us expressed their satisfaction, we are asked to keep it forward, and we will do that.
በራሳችንም ቅድመ ሁኔታ ተዘጋጅተን እየተጠበቅን ነው።
ካለፉት አመታት ለየት ያለ ዝግጅት እያደረግን ነው። በተለይ ኢንታንጂብል የሆኑ ሪሶርሶቻችን ወይም ቅርሶቻችን
We are making special preparation better than what we did in the past years. As our intangible heritages are being registered by UNESCO, many tourists are coming into our country. As a result, our work takes this situation into consideration. Our readiness covers all our staff from the lower to above levels. We are also working with tour operators in order to avoid possible challenges of tourists. While we roam to see the preparation of hotels, we found some tourists who have reached to Bahar Dar. We asked them about the services they are getting.
Ich kann dazu noch nicht viel sagen. Wir sind ja erst den zweiten Tag hier in Bahar Dar.
I see this hotel and other hotels in Bahar Dar, and when I compare them with hotels in Addis Ababa, I found hotels in Bahar Dar better. Their food, welcoming, and the whole service is very good. Especially, I love their breakfast very much. I couldn't get this kind of service even in your capital city Addis Ababa. I am delighted very much by the rooms and neatness of all other services. I have also visited the city and cultural houses. I am very happy by that.
The organization provide is good. The people help us. I'm long time in Germany, but I just feel home. The hospitality is wonderful, and the hotel is first grade. I chose it in internet, hotel.com, and the same picture. At first time, I saw the picture, and the hotel is the same.
The services I get from the city are just wonderful. People who serve us here are wonderful, from the managers to Mama in the kitchen, our chef, and all the women and men who attends and helps us in daily life are wonderful.
On top of hotels, if we are to provide better service, the city's culture, tourism and sport department